What's up, guys? So today I'm going to show you guys how to use TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim mobile app. It's a pretty easy app to use. It's definitely much easier than the desktop, but we still recommend the desktop. It's much faster to get into positions. But if you're on the go or if you're at work listening to us, this is the way to go. Now, the first thing you're going to have when you sign in is your watch list. So if you want to add something to your watch list, you can come here to click quote, and we can do something like, I'll just do an example for like tea, because I don't have this. Or actually, I do have it. Okay, so here at the top corner, you can see a little plus sign with the little page. If you want to add that to your watch list, you just hit that. And if you want to remove it from your watch list, you hit the same button. Go back, and now you have tea loaded. You have tea added to your watch list. Now, before I kind of show you guys how to execute an order, I'm going to show you guys the little tabs at the bottom. So the next tab after watch list, you have your position. So here you can see how much you're up for the day on each position, even when it's active or when it's closed. This is where you would see, this is where you would take your screenshots. Now, under orders, you have your working orders and your filled orders. If you have something under working orders, yeah, you should probably cancel it because it didn't get filled and it's just sitting there. So when the stock comes back to a certain price, and the option premium hits that price, it's gonna fill. And if it's on this way down, you're probably gonna lose a lot of money. So always, if you don't get filled, you cancel your order under the working orders. The next tab is the alerts. So here you can set up alerts, or you can watch your alerts that you have set up. So to do this, you go here to watch list. You go to the stock that you're looking at, and then you want to go here to the charts. And here's a chart. And let's just say you wanted to get alerted when it hits when the stock crosses 2905. You would come here to the little bell with the little plus sign. 2905 is already set because I had the little thing triggered, and then you would create alert, and now you have an alert set up, and when it goes off, it'll vibrate or it'll make a noise. So that's how you use the alerts. Now under more, this tab is pretty cool. You have a lot of options here. So you can see your balances, you can do your transfers from like if you want to put money into your account or take it out of your account, you can do it through here. I kind of recommend you using the TD Ameritrade website to do it. It's much faster and it's much easier to use than the mobile. For some reason, the mobile is a little slower when you're trying to do transfers. Another thing you want to do is if you're stuck in a position or you need to talk to support, you can. This has like a help support feature where you can actually chat with them, like through messaging. Or you can call them directly by hitting call, and then the number should come up. But if you want to just kind of talk to them about like general things about your account or something about, a position that you're in, you can choose between general support or the trade desk. But for example, if you want to do a general support, this would be a great tab to tap on. If you want to talk to somebody about like commissions, like TD Ameritrade commissions are about 65 cents one way and 65 cents the other way. So meaning opening and closing. So if you want to get a commission reduction, you can actually ask them straight from this chat thing. You don't have to call them. So it's kind of recommended, especially if you're a little shy, to ask for a reduction. So typically how it works is they are going to ask you, like, are you going to add more money to your account? You would pretty much tell them yes, and maybe give them a quantity. And they're going to ask you how many contracts you trade a day, and you kind of tell them how much you're planning to trade. And then they're going to ask you is, okay, how much do you want to pay? So they're always going to meet you in the middle. So you shouldn't be asking for something unrealistic, like anything below 50 cents, because even if your account size is not there, they will just kind of like laugh at it. So here's an example. When I was at 5,000 on my account, they gave me a 55 cents reduction. So I got put down to 55 cents. And then when my account grew to 10,000, I asked for it again. And then they put me down to 50 cents, which I haven't heard anybody go below that. So 50 cents is good. And like I said, you just tell them 5 cents below wherever you really want to sit at. and they will meet you in the middle, especially if you have money in your account and you're trading a lot. So that's just a quick tip how to do that. Okay, now if I go back to the watch list, here you see the chart of the stock, that of the AT&T stock. So you have your charts, you have your news on any news on the stock, and then you have the option chain, and then depth means level 2. So it's like market depth. If you know how to read it, great. This is how you access it on mobile. So now how to actually create a option execution trade. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here to options, and you are going to look for the strike that we call out for. Now, for example, here we said let's just say we're looking at entering AT&T, and we want to get in above 29.05. So we would probably, because the strike is so close to the actual stock, we'd probably get into the 29 strike, and they're pretty cheap here. So when you first use your mobile trading, you'll see the quantity always set at 10. To change this, you have to go on desktop and make the changes from there. Excuse me. So there's another YouTube video that I seen out there where you can figure out how to do it. So that'll be for another video. But if you're new, you probably want to set it at one contract. You want to kind of test the waters first. So you have one contract set here, and you see how the bar is green and it says buy. Well, this is how you want to see when you're buying a contract. Now, if you're initially going to get into a play with us and you see it on sell, you should not execute the order, because this is a different type of trading and this is very risky. So do not enter a trade where it says sell in the beginning. You always want to have it at a buy when you're entering. When you're exiting the position, you'll come back to the same screen like this, but this time it'll be red for sell. That's when you want to sell. Don't do it the other way around, because it's a different type of strategy and it's very risky, especially if you don't have the capital. And the risk is unlimited, so avoid that. So let's just say we're waiting for that 29.05 to confirm. Somebody will say, okay, guys, load up the 29 contracts. We're about to get in. So you would load it up, as in you would come down here, you would get the 29, you click on the 29, and you're loaded. And then you would click how many contracts you want to buy. So here, for example, I have 3 contracts. And you want to wait for them to say, or somebody to say, okay, I'm in. So when you hear that, you would hit confirmation and you would hit send, and then it'll go. And here it says no working orders. And the reason why it says no working orders is because I don't have any money in this account. So it's just going to automatically reject. But if your order did show up here and, we're already in the play, you probably want to cancel that order. Don't recancel and replace, because you're probably going to be a little too late. Now, if we say, okay, you can still get in here, then that's a different story. But if not, cancel the order and move on to the next trade. Don't be chasing, because you probably will get burned. By the time you get filled, we're already going to exit out of the position. So just be careful with that. And then to close the position, you'd come back here down to positions. You click on the contract that you're holding, and let's just say you're green, you're up maybe $100, $200, something like that. You hit the actual contract that's going to be showing up here, and then it's going to tell you if you want. It's going to go red, like if you want to sell. There's an option where it says to sell, and you click on that, and then the same way that you executed when you got in, where it says confirm and then send. That's exactly how you want to do it. Now let's just say that you hit a limit to sell and it didn't sell at that limit because the price of the premium is already dropping. And what you want to do is you want to come back to your orders, and then under working, it should show up. You want to click on the contract, you want to cancel it, and this is where the chance where you can actually put cancel and replace. Go ahead and do that here, and then hit the confirm and then send, and then it should do its thing. And if it doesn't, keep trying, because sometimes it will do that to you. So pretty much that's how you enter and exit a trade on mobile. If you have any other questions, let me know. and I can show you guys more in depth. We can do a Zoom meeting. All right, have a good one.